All the shit we went through, just for this. Now what? What does it even do?
I don't know, but it must be important, or else the 13 witches would not have sent me that vision.
Hate to break it to you, but those weren't the 13 witches. It was just one, and now he wants you to go back to Strangerville, although I have no idea how to communicate that to you.
Wouldn't surprise me to find out that the entire thing was just a big April Fool's joke. Today is April 1st after all.
No, the 13 witches wouldn't do something like that.
Why not? What makes you think you're the only mischievous witch around? If I were you, I wouldn't give a fuck about those visions anymore until they tell you exactly what they want.
My guess is that they want me to stop the calamity from happening, using a magic ritual that will require the forbidden fruit as an ingredient, and our trip to the future to obtain it had the side effect of showing me the consequences if I failed to go through with it. But we all came back in one piece, so it wasn't that bad. Except that I lost my flying broom. Now I'll have to go to the magic realm to get a new one, all thanks to your bleach-loving friend.
That wasn't my friend, it was a possible future version of him. Don't hold Nate responsible for something he may or may not do hundreds of years from now, in a future that may not even come to pass. And now excuse me, I'm fed up with all this magic nonsense.
What's wrong with him? I don't think I've ever seen him that angry before, for no reason at all.
Well, trauma sometimes does that to you. And from the look of things, your trip to the future was pretty traumatic. Is that the reason the young mistress won't come out of her bed?
Bitch. Where is everybody?
Good question. Now what? Would you like me to bark the answer in Morse code?
You know what, never mind. Sooner or later they're all going to leave me anyway, so I might as well start getting used to it.
I'd love to say something intelligent about that, but, you know.
What is that? Bitch, did you put this here?
Do I look like I shit ugly puppets? I'm glad I don't, because that would hurt.
My name is Fernando and I'm all alone. Please find my 4 friends, 'cause I've lost my phone. Anything else, Fernando? Whatever. My family has always had a strange sense of humor.
I agree, except neither of them actually put that here. Aren't you even a little bit curious? Guess not.
Can't believe they sold me the same old model I bought decades ago for the same price. Talk about supply and demand all you want. I call this a rip-off. Oh well, it's April Fool's Day, so I might as well rip you off too.
Hey.
I don't have time for you, Reverse Smurf. But while I'm here, I might as well troll some more people before I return home. Did you just fly here on a broom all by yourself?
It's a useful skill for witches to have.
But you're a vampire.
I'm both that and a witch. One of the perks of the time I'm from, you're no longer restricted to being either one or the other. I don't understand why that restriction ever existed in the first place, given that Mother Moon was also both.
Probably not so much an actual restriction as an arbitrary rule the ageless sage came up with to prevent any regular witches from surpassing him in the power department. I suppose you're here to become his servant, given that you also served him in your time and looking for a place to stay while you're at it?
Actually, I'm just here to introduce myself to my new magic community. I already found myself a place to stay at a monastery not too far from Forgotten Hollow. We might occasionally run into each other from now on.
What a joy. Wait a second. What is Elise doing here?
She's a witch too, isn't she?
Yeah, but none that usually seeks the company of other witches.
The ageless sage is very busy. You can't come in here and demand to see him whenever you want, but I'll gladly make you an appointment.
You don't recognize me, do you?
Should I?
I came to see him about a month ago, wearing a purple season's coat and sunglasses. When you told me I could not see him that night, I snuck past you and saw him anyway. And then I borrowed his services for a few days, endangering all of the magic realm.
Wait, that was you? I guess I should be mad at you now because they all blamed me for his disappearance, but it did help my reputation.
Now I remember. But that's not possible. The ageless sage was never kidnapped.
Think whatever you want, but I just confessed a crime. Does that change your opinion on whether or not I can see your boss now?
Fine. Come with me.
Ah, now I get it. This is an April Fool's joke. Good to know at least one person besides me is taking this important day seriously.
So you found a forbidden fruit, and you ate it. Why?
I figured it would make me stronger.
But you're not supposed to eat the fruit when you're already a vampire. That's like taking medicine when you're not sick. In the best case, it won't do anything. In the worst case, did you stop to think for 1 second what it might do to you?
Well, excuse me if that wasn't my first priority in a fight to the death. So is there anything helpful you can tell me, or are you just going to waste my time berating me for things I cannot change?
Mr. Mammini.
Give me a break.
I was just thinking about you. How do you like Solani?
The island chain. It's very sunny there, but that's all I know.
Miss St. Taz, you were born on one of the islands, weren't you?
No, but I did spend a century there. I mean, a decade.
Yes, I was going to say, you don't look that old. Forgive me, I got a few things mixed up there. Anyway, may I invite you two over for lunch at City Hall?
Thanks, but we already ate.
Then just a cup of coffee perhaps? Let me do something to thank you for supporting my project. And there may also be a few more things to discuss about it.
Fine. A cup of coffee can't hurt, I guess. Let's get it over with.
Are you okay, Tiamo? You seem a little down today.
Well, not every day can be sunshine and rainbows.
Sure it can, you just have to know where to look. Solani has perfect weather almost every day at this time of the... Oh no.
There she is.
Mayor Von Hinton?
That's me. But you already knew that. Who are you?
My name is Prudence LaCroix. I'm a former teacher at Newcrest Secondary School, honorary member of the Church of Newcrest, and the founder of Studio Donna.
She's the founder of that sexist arts center. I've heard a lot about her, but never seen her face.
Lucky you. I've met her in person, and she's the worst.
You won't believe what happened this morning. I came to work as usual, and with another auction of respectable women's artworks just around the corner. There's a lot to be done. But a discovery in the mailbox left us all seriously distraught and unable to continue our work. We hope it was just a very bad April Fool's joke, and came here to get confirmation from you. And an apology, while you're at it.
From me? Why?
In the mailbox was a flyer advertising your gay porn movie. We would have brought you the evidence, but figured it would be better off at the police station. What gave you the idea that we could possibly be interested in your disgusting bullshit?
Well, Studio Donna is an arts center for women, and that movie is a work of art created by me, a woman.
You may be a woman alright, but not a respectable one, or else you wouldn't misuse your name and status as Windenburg's mayor for degrading shenanigans like that.
Yeah, exactly. Why couldn't you produce lesbian porn instead? Nobody wants to see naked men playing with each other's balls.
Perhaps you don't, but surely the mayor wouldn't have shot that movie if there wasn't an audience for it.
Oh, and that audience is you? Or did you just come here to mansplain away all the petty little problems of stupid whiny women?
No, sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the necessary doctor's degree to deal with this kind of stupidity.
What did you just say?
It's alright, Serena, let's not start a fight. We are respectable women after all. Madam Mayor, enjoy calling yourself that while you still can, because Windenburg is getting tired of your silly behavior and skewed priorities, and I'm running against you in the next election. Who knows, maybe in a few months I will be sitting in your chair.
Keep dreaming.
We'll see which one of us will soon live the life of her dreams, and who will have to get used to dreaming her life. Bye for now.
Obstreperous bitch. Sorry about that. Let's go inside, I'm getting uncomfortable out here.
And now the news. It looks like the mayor of Windenburg is about to face political opposition.
Who cares?
According to Netflix, the 4th season of Grisly Adventures of Selena will be its last.
Whatever.
The genius minds at Crater Labs continue to work on a cure for the epidemic that is slowly spreading across Strangerville, but only time will tell if they're combined.
There's nothing good on TV.
But there's something good going on out here. Don't you want to take a look?
I really don't feel like going to uni today, but I will, if I don't find anything better to do. What is it? Another one of these.
I think someone wants to send us on a treasure hunt or something like that. That's so exciting. I haven't played a game like this in ages, and this show could definitely use some humor again after that rather depressing last episode.
My name is Olivia, I've been missing for long. I'll tell you a secret if you listen to my song. Is this one of Fernando's 4 friends that we're supposed to find?
Yes, Fernando says he lost his phone, and Olivia is sitting under the phone. That means her letter must hold a clue to where the next one is. Something related to music, I assume.
I'm too tired for this bullshit. I'm going back to bed.
What? Party pooper. Oh well, I guess I'll have to find the others by myself then.
So you claim that you kidnapped the ageless sage by stopping time, and kept him in your basement for a few days to help you build a wormhole generator?
I had already built it. It just needed a magical touch that I wasn't able to provide myself.
But he told us he simply got lost in the mortal realm. We were all present when he returned.
And he wasn't lying. He really thinks that's what happened, because I had a vampire alter his memory.
Okay, now this April Fool's joke is getting out of hand. She's asking for some real trouble here.
I don't think it's a joke.
Let's throw her into the abyss then. That's what you get for upsetting our leader.
Thanks, but I'm right here, and I can't speak for myself. No, the abyss is the ultimate penalty for people who have committed unforgivable crimes. That's not what happened here.
But she endangered the entire magic realm and everybody in it. High Priestess Domaris nearly died from the illness she caught after asking the wishing well for help. It doesn't get much more unforgivable than that.
The ageless sage is right, as usual. I could have died, but I didn't, neither did anybody else, and she is clearly remorseful. The ability to admit a mistake and accept the consequences is something we should cherish, not punish with death.
But we are going to punish it, right?
That's Stelmaria Popescu all over. Let one loose in the wrong place, and she'll happily throw you off the cliff. Do you still want to integrate yourself into this society?
She doesn't seem any more disturbing than you, to be honest.
Thank you.
There will be a punishment, but I will decide on it. In the meantime, Stelmaria, put Elise in a cell.
Why are you putting up with this?
None of your business. What are you doing here anyway? I was told you got arrested after the mortal police figured out your secret identity. You should be in a cell too.
Sorry, I'd love to listen to you, but I'm so distracted by how pretty you look today. You're like a purple female version of that awesome animated character. What's his name again? Shrek?
Oh, piss off.
I'm not surprised that she doesn't like you. You're such a troll.
And you're quite the bootlicker. Why are you showering me with compliments today?
Excuse me, was there anything we could do for you too? But even if not, feel free to stay.
No thanks. In case you haven't realized it yet, that grumpy baby over there is the ageless sage of my time. He's all yours. I need to have a word with Elise.
It's an honor, ageless sage. My name is Loki.
That woman wants to replace me as the mayor. Ridiculous. Everyone knows that her Studio Donna is a man-hating extremist group, and 40% of Windenburg's population are male. No man is going to vote for her, and no woman in her right mind either.
No, especially since her attack dog with a nose piercing is a known criminal. My mother met her at the police station when she was accused of being mischief. I think she calls herself Fanny Fatale, or something like that.
That's her public persona, but her real name is Serena Kaylani. She works in a pharmacy on Magnolia Promenade and lives with her sister Beryl, who is basically a younger copy of her. I must know, because Beryl used to be my violin student until she got mad at me for not praising her enough.
And what else do we know about this Prudence Lacroix?
Apparently she moved to Windenburg over 40 years ago, but has been practically invisible since then. No criminal record, no previous political commitment, no extraordinary accomplishments, unless you count Studio Donna. What she told us about herself is basically everything it says on her file.
From nobody to nightmare.
Looks like it.
I have to go.
Already? But we haven't even talked about our project yet.
Are you okay?
Why is everybody asking me that today? Stay away. Sorry. I'll be in touch.
I have to say, I admire your dedication, but I question your judgment. Couldn't you think of a better way of infiltrating the magic realm than as a prisoner?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Purple Shrek is gone, you don't have to pretend anymore. Your elaborate scheme to overthrow the magic realm from within could have used some more fine-tuning, and I happen to be an expert at that kind of stuff. You should have come to me for help.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I didn't come here with any ulterior motives. I'm just hoping for a better future than what we saw on our trip through time, so I figured coming clean about my past might be a fitting first step in that direction.
But you do realize that nothing has actually happened yet, right? And it doesn't have to happen the same way. You and my children seem to view that looming calamity as nothing but a threat, but I see it as a chance as well.
You weren't so optimistic about it when that Nathan fellow tried to force you to bring his dead wife back.
But his wife hasn't actually died yet. Hell, they're not even married yet. If we just make sure she survives the calamity, whoever she is, we'll have one less problem to deal with in the future. See what I mean about this being a chance? We know what will most likely happen, so we can change it to our advantage. That's what you want too, isn't it? A bleach freak prophesied you a fate worse than death, so you are bargaining with fate to avoid that. We're still on the same side. I'm just saying you could have gone about things differently.
Going about things your way is what got me into this mess in the first place. I might have already risked causing the calamity back when I removed the ageless sage from the magic realm. If you're planning on repeating my mistake, just to replace him, I can't stop you, but I don't want to be responsible for the end of the world, so take your evil plan elsewhere.
Suit yourself. I'm not forcing my help on anybody who doesn't want it. If you prefer spending the rest of your life in this cell, then so be it.
Bitch, you're being very annoying today. What is it now?
Look what I found. This is Elmara. She was hiding behind the organ in the living room, and she has a message for you.
My name is Omara, remember that well, 'cause if you forget me, you shall go to hell. Lovely. But who says I'm not already there?
The fact that you're here with me, a dog, and there are no dogs in hell. Come on, you know this is just a hint to where the next one is. But which part of the house is most similar to hell?
Guess the only way to end this wild goose chase is to play along. At least we already found 3 of them, and I have an idea where the 4th could be.
Me too. The garden is pretty hellish, because that's where the bees are. The pain of their stings is among my first memories.
When Mum created you, she summoned your soul from the wishing well. That must mean the well is some kind of portal to the realm of the dead, or hell if you will.
Right, that could be it. Wait, are you saying I was actually in hell before I was reborn as your pet familiar?
There we go. My name is Lorenzo. Riding here was a hassle, but the princess is in another castle. Okay, now this is getting creepy. Lorenzo, as in my father Lorenzo.
He was here yesterday, but I doubt that he's the mastermind behind this conspiracy of ugly puppets.
Castle. My old dollhouse. It was modeled after some famous castle. If only I knew where Mum put it.
Oh, I know. This way.
Alright, you seem to have an idea.
I have millions of brilliant ideas every day. The problem is just that nobody ever listens to me. Anyway, the dollhouse is in the clock tower, my favorite chew toy when no one's around to judge me. It may look a little bit different from what you remember though.
There it is indeed. And you must be the princess. My name is Selena, I'm the last one so far. Combine our initials to find out what you are. Fernando, Olivia, Omara, Lorenzo, Selena. Fools. Seriously.
Well, it is April Fool's Day, so no, nothing is really serious today. But yeah, it is seriously not serious. Wait. What?
April Fools.
Ha ha, Nate. Very funny. You're lucky I'm too tired to get angry, or else I might just send you flying out of the window.
To be fair, this scavenger hunt was meant for your brother because we always used to do silly stuff like that on April Fool's Day at university. But he's not here, so I thought you might enjoy it too. Are you mad at me now? I thought you liked mischievous jokes?
That depends on the nature of the joke. Lorenzo, the name you gave to one of your puppets, is also the first name of my dad, who abandoned us when I was little.
No, I had no idea. Tiamo rarely talked to me about his dad, and never mentioned his first name. I'm really sorry.
I can't believe this innocent goofball will become my arch nemesis in the future. Say, Nate, my mother told me you had a new girlfriend. Is that true?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything?
Are you planning on marrying her? Because if yes, you should consider turning her into a vampire too, so you two can stay together forever. It would also protect her from several natural hazards, such as extreme heat, or cold.
That's good advice, thanks. I'll think about it. By the way, my brother Finn is worried about you. He hasn't seen you at university all week.
Oh. It's nothing, I'm just a little sick. But you can tell him I'll be back next week. Perhaps you could come too, and bring your girlfriend, so I can meet her.
Sure. That was weird.
So you think this family is weird? Huh? I hope you don't expect a medal for this amazing discovery.